Dolphins fans, welcome into Dolphins Today. I am Willie Finn. Shout out to all of you watching. We appreciate you joining us. A lot to discuss ahead of Sunday's big game in Baltimore. I know it's just week 2, but this is a humongous game for the Miami Dolphins. We're going to be joined today by producer Jimmy Chugs. What's up, Chugs? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Hey, huge win week 1.
Big win.
Taking down an AFC East rival.
Easily. It was a blowout.
We're strolling in our Supreme Air Force Ones into week 2.
Let's go. You know what? The Dolphins are marching into Baltimore. It's going to be 90 degrees on Sunday. That is Miami weather right there. The Dolphins are going to be used to that, and they're going to go out and beat Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Go down in the comments section. Shout out your city. We got Maurice Jenkins watching from Geneva, Alabama. John Ruiz watching from Miami, per usual. Shout out Lopez Martin. He's in the chat. John Ruiz is in the chat saying hashtag Lucina to Miami. Aldo America. Oh, he's a super chat MVP. Give some shout outs, Chugs.
Let's go. We got Mary Lau from Jupiter. Dylan from Coral Springs, One Way Dave, Hartford, Connecticut, Stand Up, Don K from Marana, Arizona. Keep them coming. Let's go. Clarkie, UK. Shout out to Milton Keynes, United Kingdom. Let's go. God save the Queens. Sorry for your loss. Will Plays from Boston. Kyle Wright from Jacksonville. Daryl Evans from Antioch, California. Michael Lopez from Triangle, Virginia. Yo, Zelly, we going to beat them like we did last year. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Eric Nunez is from Springfield. Jeffrey Frog from Portland, Oregon. Let's freaking go. Finn Fan from Colombia. Keep them coming in. We got New Zealand in the chat.
So Aldo's in the chat. He's saying, the last show I was at, I sent in remember that? He sent in a super chat before, or right after we finished the live stream. So, Aldo, we took some shots for you last week, man.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate you. We'll put up our super chat menu here in a second. Lynn Tucker, we appreciate you watching. Diago Infantes in Sacramento. Chugs, can you turn my audio up in my ear on the right side on that knob? Keep going, keep going. There we go. Thank you, Chugs. We got Gaston watching in Miami. Aldo, again, we appreciate you, man. Derek is in Orlando. Old Man Jeb saying howdy. What's up, Old Man Jeb?
Hey,
we got Yozelli in Rochester, New York.
I got an easy question for the audience today.
Hit him with it.
An easy question.
Hit him with it.
Who you got this Sunday? Who do you have this Sunday?
Ravens flock? More like Ravens block.
Oh, okay.
I could have done a little bit better than that.
A little bit better.
But
it's
the
okay.
Ravens are going down on Sunday. They're going down. Miami's marching in. Aldo saying Dolphins up. Fins are winning. Derek is saying Dolphins. Yozelli saying Dolphins. John Ruiz saying die Ravens, die.
Let's go.
Yes, sir, John Ruiz. We got Bill Lyon watching from Syracuse. He's going for the
I want to
Fins.
see nothing but missing in actions in the chat. MIAs all throughout the chat. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
One Way Dave saying Fins up. Sports Broad saying Miami 30-27 overtime win. Yozelli going with the Fins. Willem Capote going with the Fins. It's Critics saying, already used my bet on Bet US with the Dolphins.
Will.
Yes.
I'm feeling a little warm.
Oh, why is that?
I think I got some Dolphins fever, baby.
Oh,
Let's
Dolphins fever. Jeremy Chubbs has got Dolphins fever. We got Robert saying, go Fins. Joel saying Miami as well. Maurice Jenkins going with the Fins. Michael Lopez going with the Fins. You love to see it. And you know what, Jeremy Chugs? Guess whose birthday it is? Alex 2K, we see in the chat. It's your birthday as well. It's also the birthday of the GOAT, Dan Marino's birthday. Type 13 down in the comment section.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday. You are the GOAT. True. Hey, happy birthday, Dan Marino. Go. Happy birthday. 13 is the GOAT. Hey.
Happy birthday, Dan Marino. We got Aldo saying 13. Will Play saying 13. Brian Kelly. Bill Lyon. Don K. Fins up. Lights out. One Way Dave. Yozelli saying happy birthday to Dan Marino. Eddie Hutchins as well. Derek Wallman's in the chat. Dan Marino, man. Old Man Jeb saying he's the best pure passer in football ever. I would have to agree with that. Happy birthday to Dan Marino, the GOAT. Gaston Chambers also saying happy birthday to Dan the Man Marino. You know what, though? You know what Dan Marino needs for his birthday? He needs a Dolphins win. The Dolphins last week gave me a win for my birthday last week. It's Dan Marino's birthday this week. We need the Dolphins to win for number 13, Dan the Man. But the Ravens are a 3.5-point favorite. Shugs, Vegas once again is disrespecting the Fins here.
Oh, yeah. As I try to get my cam back on, it was frozen. There we go. We're back and running.
Welcome back, Chugs.
We're back and running.
What would we do without you, Chugs? We gotta keep you on.
I don't know. But
Lynn Tucker saying Dan the Man. We got Mark Smith in the chat. John Ruiz, Brian Kelly. Go bet on the Fins to win this game at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125. If you put $100 in, you can get a 125% deposit bonus. Not only that, Chugs, we're losing you, Chugs. All right, Chugs, we'll get you back soon. But, we got Ivan in the chat. Oh, boy. It's about to get interesting. Ivan is in the chat saying fins up. We appreciate you, Ivan, the Super Chat MVP. And, again, go bet on this game, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125 if you do that. And email your bet slip to jersey@chatsports.com. Then you can get a Tua or Tyreek jersey of your choice. We'll take care of the rest. All you have to do is put $100 down at chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Dolphins125. So you're going to get your 125% deposit bonus. Then you can make your first bet and then email the bet slip, a screenshot of the bet slip to jersey@chatsports.com. And you will have these two jerseys to choose from. A Jalen Waddle jersey and a Tua Tagovailoa, or I should say a Tua jersey and a Tyreek jersey. So those are the two jerseys that we are giving away here. I got a pile of jerseys over on my desk here in the Chat Sports office. We're not doing a Waddle jersey, unfortunately. We're doing a Tua jersey and a Tyreek jersey as well. Jersey@chatsports.com. Go and send an email. Email the screenshot for more details on that. But great deal. Probably the best deal we've ever done in the history of Chat Sports. Go and take advantage. A Tyreek jersey or a Tua jersey. Jersey@chatsports.com. Go send your screenshot of your bet slip to that email. Gerald Stokes, $20 Super Chat. Can we put our Super Chat menu on the screen, please? Oh, you love to see it, Gerald Stokes. You absolutely love to see it. He's a real one. Gerald Stokes, we appreciate you, my friend. He sent in a couple Super Chats the other day as well. Thank you, Gerald Stokes, getting us rocking and rolling here. All right, so here is the Super Chat menu. $5 beer cheers, $10 Willie Fins. And if you saw my IG story, go follow me on Instagram @Willie Fins. I kind of hinted that we had a new prop here that we're going to show you. Here it is. This is in honor of Gerald Stokes. Gerald Stokes, you're making history today, my friend. Are y'all ready for this? Chugs, I don't think they're ready for this, my friend. I don't think they're ready for this. So are you ready to see the new Willie Fins? Are y'all ready? Here we go. Willie Fins! Yes, sir! Willie Fins! Yes, sir! I got the Dolphins foam head now. You love to see it. Willie Fins, Ivan is saying LMAO the hat. Yes, sir! Oh, you love to see it. Oh, you love to see it. That's the new Willie Fins right there. Ivan likes it. Mike Louise likes it. David King. Maurice Jenkins in the chat as well. Shout out to you, Gerald Stokes. You think the defense will be aggressive? Excellent. I've been told by producer Jeremy Chugs that we're going to answer this in the mailbag. That's being told in my ear. We're going to answer this in the mailbag, Gerald Stokes. But I'm going to let you know that the answer to that question in the mailbag a little bit later on. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you super chat, you're guaranteed to get on the mailbag. So keep that in mind. Every $10, we'll break out the hat and do a Willie Fins. Every 300 likes, producer Jeremy Chugs and I are taking shots. We're at 50 likes right now. Got to pump those numbers up. Like the video if you haven't already. If we get to $100 super chats, every $100, we'll do a Waddle song, which, Jeremy Chugs is the creator of the Waddle song, so that's also something to keep in mind. Every $200, we'll do a beer bong. You saw me. Oh, Brian Kelly with a $20 super chat. Oh, you love to see it. Brian Kelly, shout out to you. We'll put that on the screen here in a second. You know what that means. We're getting another Willie Fins for Brian Kelly. But every $200, we'll do a beer bong. You saw me do the boot last week. That didn't go great. Hopefully I can handle the bong a little bit better. Brian Kelly, we appreciate you super chatting into the show. Ravens claim that they have a plan for the Blitz Zero package. Mike Tyson says they all have a plan until they've punched it in the mouth. Look, I mean, the Ravens are going to be tough. I'm a little bit nervous about this game, especially with the offensive line concerns with Miami. But you have to protect Tua. You have to give Tua time. He did not have any time last week in a lot of situations, especially after Austin Jackson left the game. Greg Little looks like he's going to start in place of Austin Jackson, which makes me nervous. So we're actually going to update on that. We're going to have an update on that in a second. But Brian Kelly, we appreciate you, my friend. Willie Finn, shout out to Brian Kelly, man. Shout out to you. Oh, my goodness. Maurice Jenkins saying, you're a nut. God bless you. Chugs, we gotta figure out a way to get this hat working with the headset somehow. That might work. I think this works. This works. What do you think, Chugs? Yeah? Brian Kelly, shout out to you. Gerald Stokes, shout out to you. Every $10 super chat, I'm putting this thing on. Every $10 or more super chat, I'm putting this thing on. Brian Kelly said, Mike Tyson says they all have a plan until they're punched in the mouth. Boom. Let's punch him in the mouth, Brian Kelly. Zyvok, I see you down in the chat. Shout out to you. Mark Smith, ha. The hat stacked up, top works. Shout out to you, Mark Smith. Oh, my goodness. Sue778 looks like a British cop with the hat. Dolphins fans, we appreciate y'all watching. Here's what's coming up on today's show. We got some Dolphins news and rumors. We're going to have a live Q&A. We're going to be taking questions from our loyal subscribers here at Dolphins Today, and then we're going to get into a preview of the game against the Baltimore Ravens. Again, go down, follow me on Instagram, @WillieFins. Would appreciate that. And like the video. Right now we're at 68 likes. We've got nearly 200 people watching. Got to get those numbers up. One more like. Come on. One more like. One more like. One more like. Come on. Somebody like the video. Someone like the video. We're at 68 likes. Let's get those numbers. Oh, 71. It skipped 69. Oh, well. Still nice. We appreciate all you guys liking today's video, watching today's video. We're going to get into some news and rumors here in a second. Will Scott and Jeremy Chugs with you. Javier's in the chat. John Ruiz is in the chat. Zyvok, Mark Smith, Omar Labrador, Javier Alvar, Gmail, Winter Skull 69. He's a real one. Gmail, we appreciate y'all watching. All right, let's get into some news and rumors surrounding your Miami Dolphins. Dolphins Today is sponsored by Mint Mobile. They have cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month. Start saving today by going to mintmobile.com/chatsports. We'll tell you more about them later on in today's show. I am Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Today. We're going to be talking about the latest news and rumors surrounding the Dolphins as we're only 3 days from kickoff between the Baltimore Ravens. A lot to discuss. But first, it is Dan Marino's birthday. Happy birthday to the GOAT. Go down and type 13 down in the comments section to celebrate Dan Marino's birthday. I want to see 13 spammed in the comments section. Everyone go down there and type 13 in honor of Dan the man. So let's begin with some updates on the Dolphins tackle situation, because right now the status for both of their starting offensive tackles, Austin Jackson, Terron Armstead, up in the air. We did receive some good news today, though. Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald tweeted this earlier. Austin Jackson ankle still missing, so Sunday seems increasingly doubtful. We'll see, but Terron Armstead is back at practice, so that's encouraging. So Terron Armstead, who missed practice yesterday, is back at practice today. He was limited, but at least he was participating. So it does appear that Armstead is on track to play on Sunday against Baltimore, which avoids a disastrous situation for the Dolphins. However, Austin Jackson, he appears to be doubtful for Sunday's game, which would mean this. Greg Little will more than likely fill in for him along the Dolphins' offensive line. He did not play well last week, though, recording a 51.1 PFF grade after Jackson left due to his ankle injury. So Greg Little right now in line to start. They would probably elevate either Larnell Coleman or Keon Smith from the practice squad. And I understand they signed Shell yesterday, but he hasn't been with the team all offseason. It's going to take him a week or two at least to get back into game shape. There's no way he's going to be elevated from the practice squad before Sunday. So it's going to be Armstead on the left side. Good. We're going to have him, it looks like. Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Greg Little. That's going to be your starting five. Little will be protecting Tua's blind side, which makes me very nervous. Now rate this possible offensive line. The offensive line we just showed you, the probable starting five for Sunday's game. Scale it 1 to 10 down in the comments section. Go down, let me know what you think about the Dolphins' offensive line for Sunday. Also want to mention that Cedric Wilson was also back at practice. He did not participate yesterday because of a toe injury. He caught 2 passes in his Dolphins debut last Sunday against New England, so it's good to have him back. He appears to be on track for Sunday. If he doesn't play for whatever reason, which again, it looks like he is, they would probably elevate River Craycraft again. Craycraft, we didn't see him a whole lot last Sunday, but he was active on special teams. So Tyreek, Waddle, said Sherfield, Ezukanma going to be your 5 wide receivers. Hopefully we see Easy this time around, but obviously Hill and Waddle are going to be the 2 main targets for Tua Tagovailoa. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Mint Mobile, because of their unlimited cell phone plans. Your mom's going to ask you to stop calling so much, right? Your service is going to switch seamlessly between 5G and 4G LTE. Whatever network is the strongest, start saving today by going to mintmobile.com/chatsports. Those cell phone plans start as low as $15 per month, and we're all looking to save money right now with inflation. Mint Mobile is a great way to do that, and you don't have to go to a store to make the switch. You can do it from the comfort of your home. I made the switch. It was very, very easy. You can do the same at mintmobile.com/chatsports. And to get that $15 per month deal, you got to go to that link, mintmobile.com/chatsports. That link is in the comments and the description of this video. Let's get now to our official injury report. Some of this information was from yesterday's practice. A couple other names, we got updates today. So we did receive an update on Armstead today. He is limited with a toe injury, but he was not at practice yesterday. He is back today. He was limited at practice today. Austin Jackson did not participate at practice today because of an ankle injury. He appears doubtful for Sunday. Said was back at practice today. Cethan Carter still not back. He had a concussion, his third concussion in 4 years that he suffered against the Patriots on Sunday, so I would not expect him to play on Sunday. Salvon Ahmed dealing with a heel injury. He did not participate at practice yesterday. Tanner Connor was limited. Eric Rowe is limited as well. The good news is Greg Little was a full participant in practice the last 2 days. He got a little bit banged up on Sunday. He had to miss a play or two, and when he came out of the game, Robert Hunt slid over from right guard to right tackle, which, quite frankly, I'd feel a lot more comfortable having Robert Hunt play right tackle than Greg Little, and then having Robert Jones be your right guard. So I'm not optimistic about Austin Jackson. I am optimistic about Terron Armstead playing on Sunday. The fact that he was back at practice today and participated, granted he was limited, but at least he participated in practice today. I think that's a really good sign for this Dolphins team. Now, will he play this weekend? Type P for play or type W for won't. Down in the comments section, do you think Terron Armstead is going to suit up against Baltimore? For the sake of the Dolphins' chances of winning this game, he better play. I'm typing P for play. I think he's going to toughen it out, try to play on Sunday. Now, a lot of y'all were on Twitter talking about this, but Sean Payton, former New Orleans Saints coach, very nearly the Dolphins coach, chimed in on Miami's quarterback situation. He went on Colin Cowherd's show, The Herd, on FS1. Here's what he said. I think at some point we'll see 2 in Miami. I think at some point they played well yesterday with Tua, but Teddy Bridgewater, who I've had before, he's an outstanding player. And I think that's one of the unique things this year. I counted 8 teams where I believe we're going to see multiple quarterbacks play, not because of injury, but because of a controversy, if you will. So here is Sean Payton basically saying that eventually this season, Teddy Bridgewater might take Tua's job. I got 2 takeaways from this. Number 1, he coached Teddy when Teddy was the backup behind Breeze in New Orleans. So he's going to be biased for his former player, right? I mean, of course. He's going to root for Teddy. He's going to root for Teddy to play. He never coached Tua. He coached Teddy. He's biased. Number 2, this is a terrible take. We heard a lot of this in the offseason that, Teddy Bridgewater is going to come in and take Tua's job, even though Teddy proved the last 2 years in Carolina and Denver that he's not a very good starting quarterback in the NFL anymore. This is a terrible take, and it makes me grateful that the Dolphins hired Mike McDaniel to be the head coach who believes in Tua instead of Sean Payton, who, based on that one quote, kind of proves that he's a Tua doubter. Here is what Teddy did in the preseason. He did not look very good. In fact, Skylar Thompson looked far better as QB3 than Teddy has as QB2. 14 of 30, 193 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions for Teddy Bridgewater, who, again, we've linked to the Dallas Cowboys a couple of times this week. We'll see if that happens, but there's no way that Teddy Bridgewater is going to take Tua's job. There's just no way. I mean, quite frankly, this is just a terrible take from Sean Payton. I mean, yeah, he's biased. I get it. He coached Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to be rooting for Teddy Bridgewater. But it's a terrible take. I cannot believe he went on national television and said this, especially after Tua looked pretty good. Didn't look amazing against the Patriots, but looked a lot better than Teddy Bridgewater did in the preseason. So something to keep in mind. Be sure to go down and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. We're bringing you guys daily Miami Dolphins videos. It's the best place to stay in the loop with all Miami Dolphins news and rumors. youtube.com/Dolphins News. Go down and hit that big red sub button. Subscribe to the channel. Will Terron Armstead play this weekend, Dolphins fans? Type P for play or type W for won't. Down in the comment section, go down, let me know. What do you think, Chugs? Do you think Terron's going to play?
I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play. I don't think if he's not playing this week, I don't think they rush him back to practice already. I think he would still be, just
right,
not really practicing this week if he wasn't going to play this week,
Right.
Because you're not trying to re-injure something during practice. So the fact that he's already back at practice is a really good sign for the Dolphins.
No, I think it's a great sign, and Mike McDaniel talked earlier this week kind of about the Tua situation, or the Terron situation, and said that, in New Orleans he had to toughen it out sometimes, and, it just I felt better about what Mike was saying about Terron than I was what he was saying about Austin Jackson. I don't think Austin Jackson's going to play. That doesn't look good. By the way, Chugs, I just hit refresh on the Fanatics, so we should be good now. Tyreek jersey's in now. I don't know, some link got screwed up. Mark Smith is in the chat. John Ruiz is saying he's going to play. Army Cav saying he's going to play. Eddie Hutchins, Aldo Mariga. Shout out to you, Aldo. You're a Super Chat MVP. We appreciate you. Eddie Hutchins saying he's going to play. Gmail as well saying that he's going to play. Now, I want to know this from y'all as well because, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Use hashtag Dolphins or skip the line with a Super Chat now. We're about to get into a Dolphins mailbag. If you want to get on the show, go down and Super Chat. Do we get a Super Chat? Oh, Super Chat menu. Here we go. So here's our Super Chat menu. Every $5, we'll do a beer cheers. Every $10, I will put the foam head on and do a little Willie Finch for you guys. Every 300 likes, we're taking shots. We're about a third of the way there. We're at 108 likes. Go down and like the video if you haven't already. Every $100, me and Jeremy Chugs will do the Jalen Waddle song. And Chugs is the creator of the Waddle song. Anytime he comes on to do the Waddle song, it is electric. Every $200, we'll do a beer bong for you guys. I got the bong here, so we'll get that rocking and rolling if we hit $200, which, Aldo and Ivan are here, so it's very possible. Shout out to Charles. Brian Gonzalez in the chat. We appreciate you guys. See you, Mr. Chad.
Will,
yes,
very
sir.
important question.
Oh, very important, yes. Most important of the day.
It's National Double Cheeseburger Day. What's the best fast food burger?
No question, it's Whataburger. No question. And I'm curious to hear what my Florida folks say, because I did go to a Whataburger in Florida one time, and it wasn't nearly as good as the Whataburgers here, which is not a surprise. It's not a surprise. Aldo saying, last name, Merga. Aldo Merga. There you go, Aldo. We will not screw that up again, I promise. Oh, Johan is saying BurgerFi. BurgerFi is actually pretty good. Have you been to BurgerFi?
Never been.
Dude, it is actually... Johan, that is one of your better takes, my friends. We got Charles saying BK Whopper. Brian Gonzalez is saying Wendy's.
Do you like Wendy's?
I love Wendy's. Love it. It's not like I would never go to Wendy's over Whataburger, but the Wendy's 4 for $4, man? Of course. I should have seen that coming. Jaggernaut saying, hell yeah, Whataburger. Derek is saying Fuddruckers. Oh, I love Fuddruckers.
Yes.
Good take. Adrian saying Culver's. And I've heard a lot of people say Culver's. I've heard a lot of people say that. And I go there for the custard. I don't think I've ever had a burger there. Ricky Jackson saying Five Guys. That's up there for me, too.
See, I'm not a big Five Guys guy.
Really? It's too expensive. It's way too expensive.
I think it's too expensive, and every time I get it, I mean, obviously you want your burger to be greasy, but I feel like it, I don't know.
Well, so they opened up a Five Guys my last year on campus at Syracuse, and so I remember the first time I went in, I got a burger, small fry, a milkshake, and a soft drink. It was like $20. I'm like, what? That's insane. Like, that should be, like, all combined, like, 12 at most. And not to mention their burgers are not, like, that big, especially if you get a single. Early show saying, watch out for Gesicki. I'm assuming you mean getting traded. Very possible. Charles also saying Fuddruckers. Army Cav saying any burger with a cold beer. Cheers to that, my friend.
Mark said, don't laugh. Denny's burgers are superb.
Really? I don't remember the last time I went to Denny's. I don't
think I've ever had non-breakfast at Denny's.
The breakfast at Denny's is pretty good. Denny's breakfast or IHOP breakfast? IHOP. It's got to be IHOP.
Dude, IHOP's kind of overrated.
What?
Honestly, I think, like...
I like IHOP. You know what used to be my go-to at IHOP?
What?
A double stack with, you're going to make fun of me, vanilla ice cream on top. It was unbelievable. I would get 2 buttermilk Guys, next time you're at IHOP, you will not be disappointed. Have 2 buttermilk pancakes and ask for 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream on top. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. We got a mailbag coming up. Use hashtag Dolphins, or you can skip the line with a super chat right now. Go down, use hashtag Dolphins, or skip the line. And while you're down there, subscribe to our Miami Dolphins channel. We got 300 people watching. If you're not subscribed, go down and subscribe to the channel. We just surpassed 29,000 subs. We're trying to get to 30,000. Go down and subscribe to the channel. I can promise you it's the best place to stay in the loop with all Miami Dolphins news. All right, we're going to get into a mailbag here. We got a lot of people watching, a lot of people asking questions. If you use hashtag Dolphins, you might get on the show, but if you super chat, we guarantee you a spot on the show. Even if it's a $1 or $2 super chat, we'll get you on the show. Go down super chat to get on the show. Dolphins fans, welcome in to this Miami Dolphins mailbag. I am Will Scott. Appreciate you all watching today's show. We're going to be taking some questions here from our loyal subscribers, and we begin with my guy, Gerald Stokes. Shout out to you, Gerald Stokes. We appreciate you, man. $20 super chat. He says, you think the defense will be aggressive against Lamar like last year? Yes, they have to be aggressive. Lamar Jackson is one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league, as Mike McDaniel said the other day. You have to put some pressure on him. And the guy that I want to step up on Sunday is Jaelan Phillips, the rookie sack record guy from last year. Set the rookie sack record. Didn't look awesome last week, or at least he was, contained. Just 1 tackle, no sacks. I want to see some of these linebackers, JP, Melvin Ingram specifically, put some pressure on Lamar Jackson. You cannot let Jackson beat you. Brian Kelly, cheers to you, my friend. A $20 super chat. He's saying, The Ravens claim they have a plan for the blitz zero package. Mike Tyson says they have a plan until they're punched in the mouth. There we go. Let's punch him in the mouth like Mike Tyson, Brian Kelly. Let's go. You know what? The Ravens, give them credit. They're very, very good on both sides of the ball. I guess they said earlier this week, as Brian is saying, that they have a plan for the blitz zero package. But you know what? I want to try that safety blitz again with Brandon Jones, that strip sack that led to the Melvin Ingram soup and score. I'm going to punch him. I want the Dolphins to punch him in the mouth, like you're saying, BK. Brian Gonzalez, we appreciate you, man. Should the Dolphins put Connor back at left guard and sign a center? If so, besides Treader, who else would be available at center? Matt Paradis is still available, but you're very limited in names. Billy Price was just picked up recently by the Raiders, so you're pretty limited when you come to center options. Connor, give him a lot of credit. His PFF grade was very good. The blocking was very good. The snaps, still a work in progress. I'm willing to be patient with him, but the second he sends one over to his head, which he was very close to doing first snap of the game the other day, that's when I've had it with the Connor Williams experience. But give him credit. The blocking was very, very good the other day. Fins fan 2023, appreciate the question. Gesicki is awesome, but I would not mind a trade. What teams need tight end help that we could shop? It's a good question. The Saints, I know their tight end room is interesting. The Texans definitely need some help. O.J. Howard, remember we traded Adam Shaheen to the Texans, and then that trade was vetoed because the Texans saw my video roasting them for making that trade, or he failed the physical, one of those two. But, yeah, I would say the Texans are a team to watch here. The Saints are a team to watch. But the Bears would probably be the favorites to land Gesicki. They need some more weapons for Justin Fields. They do not have enough help for Fields. Gesicki would make a lot of sense for the Bears. And then maybe ask for Tevin Jenkins back in that trade. Sam Beam, who's your breakout candidate for Sunday? That's a great question. I'm going to go with JP. I think JP's going to have a monster game. I don't think he's happy with the way he played the other day. So when I look at Jaelan Phillips, you see the talent, you see the potential. He was the Dolphins' rookie sack record last season. Set the Dolphins' rookie sack record last season. I want Jaelan Phillips to get involved on Sunday. That's who I think is going to have a really big game. Guys, do you think he's going to record a sack on Sunday? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Down in the comments section, go down, chime in. Is he going to record a sack on Sunday? Aldo America, we appreciate you. Aldo, the man, the myth, the legend himself. $20 super chat from Aldo. He says, warming up to the super chat. We appreciate you, Aldo. Running game should step up if the Dolphins are going to win the game. Also, offensive line should tough it up. Stand up for your team. If we beat the Ravens, the critics will notice. Go Fins. I agree. And I'm going to get to my preview later on at today's live show, Aldo, but those are two of my things. The running game has to improve, and the offensive line has to improve. The run game was not good enough against New England. The offensive line was not good enough against New England. And now with Austin Jackson doubtful, with Terron Armstead questionable, I'm very nervous right now about this offensive line. But Aldo, if the Dolphins can find a way to go into Baltimore and win, number one, that's going to silence a lot of critics. Number two, the Buffalo game in Week 3 will be one of the most hyped up regular season Dolphins games ever. You can take my word for that. John Ruiz saying, Dolphins trade Austin Jackson, Mike Gesicki for Dalton Schultz and Tevin Jenkins. Now, it's funny, I've kind of joked with our Cowboys Report host, Tom Downey, here about a Gesicki for Schultz swap. I don't know if that makes sense for either side. And then Tevin Jenkins for Austin Jackson. You know, that swap might make some sense. I think, though, that it would take Jackson and Gesicki going to Chicago and maybe getting Tevin Jenkins in a pick. I don't think a Dalton Schultz trade is likely. But Tevin Jenkins maybe something to monitor, especially if he struggles early on in Chicago. I think he needs a fresh start. Go down and subscribe to enjoy our award-winning, self-proclaimed, Dolphins mailbags. Turn on your notifications as well. Go down and subscribe to the channel. We do these on Dolphins Live every week, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Clarky UK, we appreciate you watching from all the way over there. Why do you think there is such a divide within our own fan base over Tua? Why do you think some people struggle to just get behind him? Clarky, I appreciate the question. Dolphins Twitter has been toxic this morning. We're recording this on Thursday, Dolphins Live. There was a video that Jeremy Klump posted. Biggest Tua hater alive. Anyway, Jeremy Klump posted a video. It was a clip from a Dolphins press conference yesterday where Tua was like, well, I'm not the tallest guy. It's hard for me to see my guys. I tell my guys, if you can't see me, I can't see you. Get open. Drew Brees had to deal with the same thing, man. Drew Brees ended up okay. I'm not calling Tua Drew Brees, but that's not really uncommon for a shorter quarterback to struggle seeing his receivers down the field. Zyvok is saying, who do you think has the most rushing yards on Sunday? Edmonds. Edmonds had the most carries. Like I said earlier, the run game has to improve. Edmonds just had 25 yards on 12 carries in his Dolphins debut. Still had a positive impact. They had that massive first down catch in the fourth quarter, one of the biggest plays of the game. But I want to see Myles Gaskin get more involved. He didn't have any carries. Ahmed right now probably doubtful for the game with a heel injury. But I would say Edmonds is going to lead the team in rushing yards. But who has the most potential and maybe break one? Raheem Mostert. He's one of the fastest guys in football. Want to tell you about this amazing deal we're giving you here. If you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Dolphins125, you can get a 125% deposit bonus. That's the link, chatsports.com/bet. And if you go to that link and type in the promo code and get your deposit bonus, you got to put at least $100 in, and send your bet slip to this email, jersey@chatsports.com. You will get a free jersey. You'll get to pick between a Tua jersey and a Tyreek jersey. Size of your choice, color of your choice. I got a pile of my jerseys on my desk. We're giving these out. We're shipping these out. We've already shipped a lot of these out. Go down and take advantage of this deal. Jersey@chatsports.com. Email your bet slip to that link, or to that address. Here are the steps here. If you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Dolphins125, sign up, deposit $100 or more, you can get a 125 deposit bonus. If you do that, make your first bet, send a screenshot of that bet to jersey@chatsports.com. Let us know what jersey you want, the size, the color, and your address, and we will take care of the rest. Jersey@chatsports.com. I've had people in my DMs tell me, wow, Will, I cannot believe this deal. Believe it. It's real. Jersey@chatsports.com. That is the email. Send a screenshot of your bet slip to that email. Chris Cook saying, all I can say is Noah is bad when he's listed as an active week 1, while a UDFA looks like a great CB2 after his first offseason. Preach. Noah Igbenogany, or let me say, Kader Kohu is already better than Noah Igbenogany. That is just a fact. Igbo is the former first-round pick out of the SEC. Kader Kohu, a UDFA, this year out of Texas A&M Commerce, already better than Igbo. That says a lot about Kader and also says a lot about Igbo. Kyle Mendelson, we appreciate the question. What type of trade package would it take to bring Tunsil back? Wow, that's an interesting question. Would Igbo, Rowe, Bridgewater with a pick or two be enough? The Texans wouldn't want Teddy. He would just be the backup to Davis Mills, and they don't really need a backup quarterback behind Davis that badly. Igbo, I don't know how. He's a bust. I don't know if they'd be interested in him. They might be interested in Eric Rowe. They definitely need some help on defense. They have Jalen Petrie, but they could use some more depth at that position. Man, that's tough. Tunsil might be trade bait at the deadline, though, because the Texans are rebuilding. Tunsil's still worth something. I don't know, maybe a third-round pick? I don't think it would take a whole lot, to be honest with you, Kyle. I really don't. He's getting up there. K. Vargan, 95. Do you drop Needham when Jones is back or Kohu? Neither. You don't have to drop neither of them. Well, probably Justin Bethel would be the first guy you release. He's like the 7th corner or whatever right now. And then Elijah Campbell as well would probably be on his way out potentially. But no, Kohu's going to be on this team the rest of the season. But I did say, and I appreciate the question, because I said in my show the other day that when Jones comes back, Kohu better stay on the football field. Ezukanma hype train, yes, sir. Who's going to lead the team in receiving yards on Sunday? Probably not Eric Ezukanma. I'm sorry, because I'm assuming you're an Ezukanma fan. I think Tyreek's going to explode. I really do. I mean, 94 yards in his Dolphins debut. He didn't have a touchdown, though. I think he's going to have a touchdown or two on Sunday. They're going to get him even more involved. I'm really excited to watch Tyreek, but he is going to explode on Sunday. I took the Tyreek receiving yards over at BetUS last week. It hit in the first half. I'm going to take it again on Sunday. Who's going to lead the team in receiving yards against the Ravens? Is it going to be Eazy-E? Is it going to be Ced Wilson? Is it going to be Trent Sherfield? Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill? Go down the comment section. Predict it. Cameron Reed says, what do you think is our best chance if Terron Armstead doesn't play? We don't have any chance. I'm just going to be completely blunt with you. If Terron Armstead and Austin Jackson are both out, the Dolphins are going to lose this football game. Now, what's our best option for the offensive line? I would say sign Darrell Williams, but you can't elevate him to the active roster by Sunday. I mean, you did sign Brandon Shell, so that's good. Their best bet, let's say if Armstead and Jackson don't play, is to have Greg Little at left tackle, Liam Eichenberg at left guard, Connor Williams at center, Robert Jones at right guard, move Robert Hunt to right tackle. I would feel far more comfortable with Robert Hunt playing right tackle than I would Greg Little or Liam Eichenberg. Spray 2K. Any chance Channing Tindall is next factor to stop Lamar Jackson? Maybe. I really like Channing. He got a decent number of snaps. I mean, I hope he gets a little bit more on Sunday. He got a decent number of snaps against Patriots. I think JP's the X factor. I really do. I think Jaelan Phillips is the guy to watch for here when it comes to containing Lamar Jackson. Maybe Jerome Baker as well as an inside linebacker, kind of is a guy to watch. Mr. Braden, what do you think McDaniel will watch the game? Do you think McDaniel watched the game last year and kind of copy the game style? Luckily, Josh Boyer is still in the building, who did a very good job with Lamar Jackson last season. That is something to keep in mind. I'm excited to see what Boyer's going to draw up here. McDaniel's probably going to let Josh Boyer do his thing. Clarky UK says, if we trade Gesicki, do you think we need to go after another tight end to replace him, or are Hunter Long and Durham Smythe good enough? That's why I don't want to trade Gesicki, because I don't know if I feel comfortable with Smythe and Long being the guys, but the team does have 5 tight ends on the roster: Gesicki, Long, Smythe, Carter, and Tanner Connor. I don't expect them to trade for a tight end. I would have loved O.J. Howard, but he's in Houston. Derek Wallman, who's better to run Mostert and his speed, or Edmonds straight ahead and let him receive? I think you utilize them with their strengths, right? Edmonds might be the better pass catcher, but the guy that has the more potential to break one for a 75-yard touchdown is Raheem Mostert. Utilize their strengths, capitalize on their strengths. Either way, Derek, the run game's got to be a lot better. But I think Chase Edmonds is a pass catcher. I think he'll be utilized in that way a lot on Sunday. Be sure to go down, follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. I also just got Instagram. Go down and follow me at WillieFins. I think I'm at 100 followers, but I want to get a lot more of that. So go down at WillieFins on IG. Go and hit me with the follow. Dolphins fans, we all appreciate you watching. We got one more segment coming up after this. But let me know, who's the worst team in the NFL this year? Is it the Jets? Oh, Gerald Stokes with another one. Gerald Stokes, we appreciate you, Gerald Stokes. Gerald Stokes, man, you're a machine. The Ravens make me nervous. A good start is imperative. Can't get behind much in the first half. I like the Dolphins' chances. Cheers to you, Gerald. Gerald, I'm nervous. I'm nervous too, man. I don't know how I feel about this game. I've been going back and forth on my prediction. Right now, I lean toward maybe the Ravens a little bit, maybe the Dolphins covering the 3.5. But yeah, I'm nervous. They got to get off to a good start. They almost didn't get off to a good start last week against the Patriots. New England was driving down the field, and then you had the X tip in the end zone, and Javon Holland picked it off. So I'm with you, Gerald. They got to get off to a good start. Here's another look at our Super Chat menu.
Hey-o.
We need $34 more for the Waddle song. And he waddled away.
Waddle, waddle.
We'll sing that. $34 more. Every $200, I'm doing a beer bong, which is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Every $10, If you're just joining, you didn't see this earlier, every $10, I'm doing a Willie Fins with the hat, with the foam hat. Every 300 likes, we're taking shots. We're halfway there. Go down and like the video.
That $5, that's a beer cheers right there.
Cheers
from
to
Gerald Stokes.
Cheers to Gerald Stokes. Producer Chuck. Did we ever figure out your webcam, or is it still being weird?
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace the webcam with the super chat dollars that we get today.
Well, excellent. So we appreciate that. By the way, the super chats go toward the Chat Sports Fund. We just expanded our studio space here, office space, so it goes toward that. It goes toward improving our equipment. It goes toward getting you guys more content. That's what super chats are all about here at Chat Sports. Let me know who's the worst team in the NFL. We got Adam Sanchez saying Dallas. Mr. Braden is, tell me the duck story in reference to the Waddle song. Shout out to that. I love the duck song. Mr. Braden, we appreciate you. Let me know who is the worst team in the NFL. Tito Not Here is saying, take a bong rip. If we get $200 in super chats, it's coming. And knowing who's in the chat right now, Gerald Stokes and Aldo and Ivan, it might happen. Fins up saying the Jets. Brian Gonzalez saying Texans. I think the Texans are decent this year, Chuck. I really do.
I mean, honestly, right now,
might be a 6-win team.
Right now, I think the Cowboys without Dak Prescott and the Jets are worse than the Texans.
The Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
The Cowboys season is over.
Oh.
The Cowboys season is legitimately over. I mean, they play Cincinnati this weekend. I believe that game is that game in Cincinnati? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
They're going to lose. They're going to be 0-2. And then, Dak doesn't come back for another 5 weeks after that. Tony Gonzalez saying Jets. Mr. Braden saying Cowboys without Dak. XX Dark Reaper 45 saying Jets. Give some shout-outs here, Chuck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we saw a bunch of Texans earlier. Jets, Texans, Atlanta Chokins, Dallas, Patriots, Jets, Texans. You know, I didn't think somebody said the Lions. I don't think they looked that bad week 1 either against the Eagles. The Jags, yeah.
The Jags are. Did you see that Trevor Lawrence hype speech before the game?
Oh, no.
That was sad. I've never felt more unmotivated in my entire life. So, all right, guys, here we go. Let's go out. Let's play hard. And that was his hype speech.
Wow.
Wendy saying Jags.
My blood is boiling right now. I can't hold back after that insane hype speech.
Mark Smith is saying Jets are the worst. The Jets are pretty bad, man. Chris Cook saying the Patriots. They're close, Jugs. The Patriots are pretty freaking bad.
Yeah. I mean,
they're bad. Not to take away from anything the Dolphins did on Sunday.
Especially the fact that they're having Matt Patricia call the plays.
What are they thinking? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I think conspiracy time. I think it's a fall guy for Bill Belichick because he knows the team's not good this season.
Vince Hollick show saying Texans. We got Brian Randall with the $5 super chat. We'll get to that in a second, Brian. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but conspiracy theory, Bill's having Patricia call the plays so that at the end of the season when they suck, he has a guy to be like, oh, it's because Patricia was calling the plays. Right. That's why we sucked.
Right.
Not because our team is awful.
But you would need a fall guy if you had a legit OC because there's some talent on that team. Not a lot on offense, but still. Brian Randall saying, we appreciate the super chat. Cheers to you, Brian. Release Noah Igbenogany. I'm assuming you mean Cater Kohu Beast Mode. Dude, how about my guy Cater Kohu, Chugs? I don't know if you remember, Chugs, back when they signed him as a UDFA, I'm like, this kid's legit. And I had a good friend of mine, shout out Nick Petiti, he played with him at Texas A&M Commerce. And so the second that they signed Cater, I called my boy Nick. I'm like, tell me what I need to know. And he was raving about Cater, raving about him as a teammate, as a player, as a leader. Then I started watching some film on Cater. I'm like, how the hell did this guy go undrafted? I mean, because he played for Division II Texas A&M Commerce. It was an absolute steal. He's going to make a big impact on the Dolphins. I'm with you, man. Like, I understand that it's a big it's crazy he was inactive, by the way, Chugs, but I get that it's a big dead cap hit you'd be taking on if you release Igbo, but do it. Cater Kohu needs to be the guy. Here are the odds for the Dolphins game against the Ravens. The Dolphins are a 3.5-point underdog. If you go bet on the Dolphins, Use promo code Dolphins125 at chatsports.com/bet. Excuse me. Put $100 in, and then email your bet slip to jersey@chatsports.com. That is how you will get a free jersey. I promise you, if you do that, we're sending you a free jersey. I got a pile of jerseys on my desk right now. Go bet on the Dolphins to beat the Ravens.
Check out
then
the
send
chat
your bet
revenue.
slip to jersey@chatsports. By the way, we just hit $69 in super chats.
$69.96.
Nice. That's pretty impressive. So we're now
It's 69 forwards and backwards.
we're now $30.04 away from the Waddle song. So you don't want to miss that. We got Gerald Stokes. Appreciate you sending in a super chat earlier. But go and bet on the Dolphins. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125 to go pick up your free Tyreek or Tua jersey. We've got one more segment left, and we're going to have even more fun here, taking some super chats. Sports Bra, I see in the chat. Gerald Stokes, Daddy Dean, we appreciate you. Tito saying $200 and you'll take a bong rip. Yes, Tito. $200 and I have to do a beer bong. Here it is. Courtesy of producer Jeremy Chuggs. He just bought this in. Hopefully, if we get to this point, I handle this better than I did the boot last week. Shout out to Ivan. Last week, Ivan sent in a lot.
Unfortunately, I don't know if that's the bong that Tito was thinking of, but yes, we're taking that bong rip.
Here is the bong, Tito. This is by definition a beer bong, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was talking about that or another. Yep. He was talking about another bong. Yeah, and ow!
Brian Kelly!
Bang!
Money bomb!
Bang!
Brian Kelly! Thank you, sir.
Let me put that up for you. A 20-piece.
Will you be doing a live viewing of this week's game? Brian, I got some good news for you. Yes, freaking sir. We're going to be live for the Ravens game on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time. You do not want to miss it. Actually, we're going live 15 minutes before kick, so really 12:45 Eastern Time, we're going live. Hey. Join us then. Brian, we appreciate you. Because it's a $20 super chat, you know what that means.
Willie Beach!
Shout out to Brian Kelly, man. We appreciate you, Brian. Thank you, sir.
And
I love this hat.
We're $10 away.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Fins up, baby. Shout out to Brian Kelly. We're $10.05 away from the Waddle song. So if you know how me and producer Chuggs roll, we put a lot of energy into that song. So $10 away from that. We're going to get into a preview of the Ravens game. After that, we're going to wrap up today's show, taking some super chats. You know how fun the end of the shows can be typically, so looking forward to that. Let's get into this Dolphins-Ravens preview. Dolphins fans, I'm Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Today. My, oh my, do we have a big game on Sunday between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. A lot to discuss ahead of this big matchup. Both teams coming in with 1-0 records on the season. And I want to know, who do you got? Do you got the Dolphins or do you have the Ravens? Type MIA for the Fins or type BAL for the Ravens down in the comment section. I want to see MIA. Spam down there in the comment section. Show your love. Show your support for the Miami Dolphins. They need us on Sunday. They need us to be hyped up about this game. I'm fired up. You should be too. Go down, like the video if you're excited, and comment who you got down below. Let's preview now this Week 2 matchup at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Baltimore, Maryland, between two 1-0 football teams. The Dolphins have never won at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. They're coming off of a 20-7 win against the Patriots last week. Again, they're 0-4 at M&T Bank Stadium. Their last win in Baltimore was in '97. That stadium was opened in '98. The Ravens last week beat the Jets 24-9. Lamar Jackson had 213 passing yards, 213 passing yards and 17 rushing yards. So the Jets, I get it, they lost that game by double digits, but Lamar Jackson did not put up Lamar Jackson type of numbers, at least running the football. Be sure to subscribe and join us because we're going live this Sunday, 15 minutes before kickoff. This is going to be the most fun we have ever had on a Dolphins live stream. If you think I was fired up and excited last week, wait until you see me This week against Baltimore, go down, subscribe, turn on your notifications, because if you turn on your notifications, you will know the very second we go live, we're having a watch party for every Dolphins game this year. These were our Super Chat MVPs from last week's game. Shout out to Jose Moore, $200 sent in. AJ Catalan, $195. Denetheus, $175. Fear the Kilt, Alfred as well. We appreciate all of you. Vigo, I just saw the Super Chat you sent in, my man. Thank you, sir. We'll do the Vigo song in a second. He's a Super Chat MVP as well. But those were our Super Chat MVPs from last week. We appreciate everyone Super Chatting to the channel. We'll be excited to see you guys on Sunday as well. Let's take a look now at the Dolphins injury report. This is the injury report at the time we're filming on Thursday during Dolphins Live. So some of these injuries, or at least their updates, are from yesterday's practice. Some are from today's practice. One of the ones from today's practice, Terron Armstead. He was limited today due to a toe injury. That's good news, though, because he was at practice today after missing yesterday's practice. Austin Jackson, he did not practice yesterday or today. He's dealing with an ankle injury that he suffered against New England. Cedric Wilson did not practice yesterday, but he was back at practice today because of a toe injury, so back at practice on Thursday. Ethan Carter, he suffered a concussion against the Patriots. I would be surprised to see him on Sunday. Salvon Ahmed didn't play against the Pats. He's dealing with a heel injury. He did not participate in practice on Wednesday. Tanner Connor was limited. I would love to see Tanner suit up on Sunday. I think he has a lot of potential. Eric Rowe was limited due to a pectoral injury. And then Greg Little, that was good news to see that he was a full participant in practice this week because he was limited during, well, I shouldn't say limited. He came out for a play or two. He was a little bit banged up during the Patriots game. Here is a look at the Ravens injury report. Marcus Peters, that would be really big for them if he could come back. He did not play at all last year after the torn ACL, did not play last week. He's limited. J.K. Dobbins, they thought that he was going to go last Sunday. He didn't. They want him to be fully healthy for Sunday. The plan is to play him. Patrick Ricard, he did not participate. Ronnie Staley, he's been limited. Brandon Stevens limited, as well as Travis Jones and James Prochet. So that is a look at the Ravens injuries. But if they can get Peters and Dobbins back, that would be really big for a Baltimore team also looking to go 2-0 on this season. Now let's get into my keys to victory for the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to go step by step here, lay out 5 keys to victory for the Dolphins. Number 1 is protecting Tua Tagovailoa. The offensive line has to step up in this game, especially if Austin Jackson cannot go. It looks like Terron Armstead's going to be able to play, which is very important. Both tackles right now, though, are questionable. So Terron came back to practice on Thursday. Austin Jackson is still not back, which is alarming. He's dealing with an ankle injury. The report is that it's sprained, but not broken, so at least it's just a sprain. But here is what the offensive line would probably look like with Austin Jackson out. Terron Armstead is your left tackle. Liam Eichenberg is your left guard. Connor Williams is your center. Robert Hunt is your right guard. When Little got banged up, we did see Hunt slid over to right tackle for a little bit. And then Greg Little, probably your starting right tackle, protecting to his blind side, which makes me nervous. I'm very nervous about this game. Ravens defense is very good. Terron's not 100%. Austin Jackson's probably not going to play. Greg Little's not very good. Brandon Shell, he hasn't been with the team long enough to be activated. I'm very nervous about Sunday, and I think the number 1 key to victory for the Dolphins is to protect Tua Tagovailoa. I do not want to see Tua taking some big hits. Let Tua cook. Give him time to throw the football down the field. I want to tell you about this amazing deal we're giving you here on Dolphins Today. If you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Dolphins125, you can get a 125% deposit bonus, and you will get a free jersey. You can pick between this Tua jersey or this Tyreek jersey as well, so you can get one free jersey. There's a bunch of jerseys on my desk. We're sending these out, but you got to email your bet slip, a screenshot of your bet slip, to jersey@chatsports.com. That's the email address right there. That's going to be in the comments and the description as well. So here's how this works. You go to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Dolphins125. Sign up and deposit $100 or more to get a 125% deposit bonus. Make your first bet. Send a screenshot of that first bet to jersey@chatsports.com. In that email, include what size you want, what color, what player, again, Tua or Tyreek, and then we'll take it from there. Give us your address in that email, and we'll ship it out to you. I got a bunch of jerseys over there in the Chat Sports office, jersey@chatsports.com. That's the email to get your free Tyreek or Tua jersey. Number 2 key to victory, get the run game going. The run game was non-existent against the Patriots. Chase Edmonds, just 12 carries for 25 yards. Mostert did not do a whole lot either. I want to see the run game do a lot more on Sunday in Baltimore. Look at this. Gaskin didn't even play. Ahmed wasn't active. We now just recently learned he's dealing with a heel injury. Mostert just 5 carries for 16. Edmonds 12 for 25. The run game has to improve. And in the first 2 preseason games, the run game really struggled. And then in I think it was the Eagles game, the run game looked a lot better. But the run game's got to improve. And I have all the confidence in the world in Mike McDaniel to get it going. I mean, he's known for being a running genius. I mean, San Francisco last year when he was the OC, led the league in rushing yards. So the run game's going to improve. I have a lot of confidence in Mike McDaniel to get it going. But for the Dolphins to win this football game, I think the run game's got to be better than it was against the New England Patriots. Number 3 key, contain Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying just completely dominate this guy, but contain him. Do not let Lamar Jackson be Lamar Jackson. Here's what he did last week against the Jets. Nothing crazy. I mean, if this is a stat line against the Dolphins, take away 3 touchdowns and maybe just put 1 touchdown, maybe the Dolphins win this game. 17 of 30, 213 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 17 rushing yards for Lamar Jackson against the New York Jets in Week 1. You can't let Lamar Jackson beat you. And I have a lot of confidence in Josh Boyer to draw up a good plan like he did last year against Lamar Jackson. You cannot let Lamar Jackson beat you. You have to do your best to contain him. Because the thing about Lamar is if he starts running and finding open space, you're in trouble. But a possible storyline that might emerge from this game is the Lamar Jackson to Miami rumors. Many people believe that Miami can poach Lamar Jackson from Baltimore. A lot of Dolphins fans want that to happen, at least if Tua struggles this year. But I think that's going to be talked about. Lamar being a South Florida native, those rumors, after the fact that he did not sign an extension with the Baltimore Ravens this offseason. Who's going to be the Dolphins QB in 2023? It's going to be Tua, which I believe is going to be Tua for years to come. Type T. Is it going to be Jackson, type L, or somebody else? Maybe Tyler Van Dyke, UM, type O, down in the comments section. Who's going to be the Dolphins QB in 2023? I think Tua's got to outplay Lamar for the Dolphins to win this game. I really do. Tua's got to go out there and execute, have a good game. He's got to outplay Lamar Jackson for the Dolphins to win this game. And Tua, he had his flashes last week. He looked decent. We're going to take a look at that stat line here in a second. But I did like what I saw overall. I would have liked to see Tua throw it a little bit downfield more. Here's what he did. 23 of 33, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions for Tua in Week 1 against the Patriots. But like I said, I want to see Tua take some more shots. He looked a little bit timid at times last week. I want to see him air the ball down the field, take some deep shots, look for Tyreek, look for Waddle, because as we take a look at his pass chart here, this is from Next Gen Stats. He did not have a pass of more than 22 air yards that was completed. So that's something to keep in mind. I want Tua to air it out more, take some shots down the field, show his improved arm strength. We saw the improved arm strength in training camp as well as in mini camp and in the preseason game when he had that throw to Tyreek Hill. I want to see some more shots down the field. Number 5 key to victory for me. Win the turnover battle again. You did that against the New England Patriots. You dominated that turnover battle. I want to win it again, and I think that's a big key to winning this game. Here's what the Dolphins defense did against New England. Just 7 points allowed, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, 3 turnovers forced for the Dolphins, and they scored a touchdown as well with the Melvin Ingram scoop and score after the strip sack from Brandon Jones. So the defense last week was great. They got to be better. They got to be even better, perhaps, though, to beat the Ravens. The Ravens a far bigger test than the Patriots were. You got to put pressure on Lamar Jackson. I think it starts with that. If you can pressure Lamar, make him make a mistake, you can win this football game. And the guy I'm looking to do that, Jaelan Phillips, who was very quiet last week against the New England Patriots. I'm looking for JP to step up here as an outside linebacker. Melvin Ingram had one heck of a debut, scored a touchdown. I mean, even when he wasn't bringing anybody down, I mean, you could just see that he was a game wrecker, but I did not see that from JP. Just one tackle, no sacks last week against New England. I want to see him get more involved. This week, I want to see him taking down Lamar Jackson a few times. I think he will. As I said in a recent show, the breakout candidate for me this week, Jaelan Phillips. I think he's going to have a really big game on Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens. Go down and predict the score of Dolphins and Ravens. I want to know, do you think the Dolphins are going to win? What's going to be the score? Do you think the Dolphins are going to lose? What's going to be the score? Go down in the comment section. Chime in. Shout out to Vigo, Mateo, and Aldo. Super chats. We appreciate you guys. Ready? Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo. Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo. Vigo, 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 Vigo. We appreciate you, Vigo. $20 super chat. Cheers to you. Here we go, Vigo.
Look at his message.
Oh, he wants the ping. Oh, you get ready?
Wait.
Put full screen here. Put full screen.
Look, and you know what? I'll take the mic. Hold on one second.
Here we go. Should we share the mic?
No, I got.
You got the mic? Okay.
I should probably push it across.
All right, 1 second, Vigo. 1 second.
All right.
Here we go. And
Jaelan walked up to the line of scrimmage and he said to Tua Tagovailoa, "Hey, bop, 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 wanna score?"
And Tua said, "I'd like to score today," so he threw me the ball and I ran all the way. Bop, bop, bop,
and he waddled away.
Waddle, waddle, and he waddled away.
Waddle, 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 and he waddled away. Waddle, 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 till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop.
Shout out to Vigo! There's the Penguin song for Vigo. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop. Mateo! Shout out to you, my friend. Here we go for you, Mateo. Willie Feed! Shout out Mateo saying Tyreek and Jaelan will have a huge game against the Ravens. I agree. I think Tyreek's going to go for 150. That's my bold prediction. Jaelan goes for 70 or 80. Mateo, I appreciate you. Aldo as well. Willie Feed! Shout out to Aldo America. We appreciate you. A shout out to all Chat Sports guys that work hard, getting all the information, do their homework, but specifically, thank you, Willie Finch. Cheers, we all have fun here at the show, that's for sure. Aldo, tip of the hat to you, my friend. We appreciate you. Aldo, you are one of our biggest super chatters. We appreciate your support, man. And we appreciate you mentioning Chat Sports because the super chats go to the Chat Sports Fund. We really appreciate you donating to Chat Sports, Aldo. We see another super chat. We'll get to that in a second. All right, here we go. Here's our super chat menu. So we just did the Waddle song. We're 60 away from Willie Finn's doing a beer bong, guys. 60 away from Willie Finn's doing a beer bong. You do not want to miss that if that happens. Sergeant Klein, we're getting to that super chat in a second. We appreciate you, my friend. Welcome to the fandom. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Let me tell you, Chuck, I think a lot of people this season are going to be hopping on the Dolphins bandwagon because of how fun of a football team this is and how fun of a coach Mike McDaniel is. Did you see what Mike McDaniel said the other day at the press conference? He's like, who's going to play Lamar Jackson at practice this week? You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, I am.
Oh,
Mike
okay.
McDrippy, man. He's a lot of fun. So
McSwaggy.
You picked the right team, man, for sure. You picked the right team. Let's put our super chat menu back on screen. We got to start the shot clock here in a second.
Yep. The bosses just messaged me. They said, hey, we got some more videos to film for some other teams, but as long as the super chats keep on rolling in, y'all can stay live. Will's going to put up a shot clock for us.
All right, shot clock starting at 2 minutes here. So we'll keep it rolling if we get some super chats. If not, we got to head out.
Every time we get a super chat, we're going to restart that clock. We're going to keep it going because we want to, me and Will, we want to stay live on Dolphins.
100% we want to stay live. We have a lot of fun. Last week was the craziest weekday live show that we've ever had.
Oh.
We surpassed $1,200 in super chats.
Our guy Ivan
was the man.
Ivan
was unbelievable.
I think he's in the chat, but Ivan, you made our week last week.
Ivan, we sent something in the mail for you. We appreciate you, Ivan.
Definition of a real one right there.
Richard, Culver's way better. What a burger. Man, a couple people are making me curious to go try out Culver's Burgers. By the way, 1:10 on the shot clock. 1:10 on the shot clock. We'll continue to preview this game. I'll continue to talk about Lamar Jackson against Tua, but we got to keep the super chats flowing. We got 1 minute on the shot clock. 1 minute on the shot clock. Jason doesn't like the Waddle song.
Boo.
What? Jason, you're probably the only person to say that. We still love you, though, Jason. We appreciate you watching, Jason. Mark saying, where can I get that hat at? Mark, I got it on eBay, and it was the last hat on eBay. This is one of a kind. Every $10, I'm putting this on. And we got 38 seconds on the shot clock. Time is winding down. Who's going to keep the party rolling?
There we go. See, Mark said the Waddle song was funny as hell.
We got 30 seconds. Is it going to be Aldo, Mateo, Mark Smith, Jason, John Ruiz? Who's going to be the hero and send in a super chat?
This is going to be at the buzzer.
Sue778 saying we got to make a Kohu song. Nars C is saying Waddle song is the best invention since the light bulb. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh!
Bang! 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 Why not us? $20 super chat! $20 super chat to keep the party going. Why not us? Will it be? Shout out to you. Why not us? Keeping the party going.
We're $40 away from a beer bong.
Hey, $40 away. Oh my goodness, the shot clock is reset. The shot clock is reset.
While we reset the shot clock, Will,
shot clock is reset.
Why don't you give your opinion on the whole Lamar Jackson to Miami rumors?
Well, I hope people can take me seriously with this hat on. Here's my take on the Lamar situation. This is my genuine take, where you're not going to hear this, you're not going to hear a lot of people be genuine about this. I love Tua. I'm a bigger Tua believer, as you know, Chugs, than most people on the planet.
Part of Tuanon.
I am part of Tuanon. In fact, I think I'm on the board at Tuanon, quite frankly. But if Tua does not lead this team to the playoffs this year, and Lamar Jackson becomes available, Lamar Jackson is a generational talent. You got to get Lamar. If Tua does not lead this team to the playoffs, but Tua looks good, I would rather just keep Tua than give up 3 first-round picks and just keep building around Tua, because I think Tua can be the guy. I really do. And if the Dolphins make a run in the playoffs, it does not make sense to make any major changes to this football team. It doesn't get any more major in terms of roster than changing your quarterback. So
yeah,
we'll see what goes down. Why not us? We appreciate the super chat. We got 50 seconds left on the shot clock, 40 away from me doing a beer bong. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
How does this even work? Just go.
Yeah, don't do it all the way, but
I don't want to pull a TJ here and spill it all over my computer.
You won't.
I'm gonna move just in case if we get $40 more and we got 30 seconds or we got to head out of here. I'm gonna move my computer all the way over here.
Oh!
Why not us? We're getting closer. Why not us? You're making me a little bit nervous. Will it be? Shout out to Why Not Us.
We're starting 4-0. Not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Check your pulse, baby.
If we start 4-0, oh my gosh, that's going to be unbelievable. Like, first of all, because you would have beaten 4 pretty decent football teams. The Patriots, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Bengals. 3 of those teams were in the playoffs last year. Vigo!
Vigo! Vigo! Vigo! Vigo! Vigo! Vigo, 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 Vigo. Hey, hey.
Vigo.
Hey, hey.
Vigo.
Hey, hey.
Vigo, 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 Vigo.
Hey.
He just put us over 200. And then Brian Kelly has gotten us to 212. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, I guess I got to do this thing now.
You believe in miracles.
I guess I got to do it now. Oh, boy. So I pour it in and then just let it and then drink.
Yes.
Okay, I like this better. It's a little bit less messy.
Yes.
It's about the same amount of alcohol, though. So, guys, on Friday, we just ordered a bunch of fish tanks to the Chat Sports office, and we'll be pulling out the fish tank on Sunday. That'll be interesting. Vigo wants to hear the Waddle song again because we just surpassed $200 again.
Okay. And another $10 super chat from Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly. I would take that Brian Kelly over LSU's Brian Kelly.
Any day of the week. Unless this is LSU Brian Kelly.
It's spelled a little bit different, but that'd be really funny if LSU coach Brian Kelly. That would explain why they look so bad against Florida State. He's not doing any prep for the game prep, but he's watching Dolphins live. Oh, it's so funny.
All right.
We appreciate you, BK. All right, we got Chugs coming back. Then I'll get to the bong here. Just surpassed $200 in super chats. Here we go. Ready? And Jaelan walked up to we got to get this down.
Jaelan walked up.
Is it Jaelan Waddle walked up or Jaelan walked up?
Just Jaelan walked up.
And Jaelan walked up to the line of scrimmage and he said to Tua Tagovailoa, "Hey, bop, 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 wanna score?" And Tua said, "Yeah, I'd like to score today." So he threw me the ball and I ran all the way. Bop, bop, bop.
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
And he waddled away,
Waddle, waddle, waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop. Woo!
Let's freaking go!
Go Fins, baby! Fins up! Fins up! Super Bowl bound, baby! Super Bowl bound! Let's go swimming! Let's keep swimming! Let's keep swimming, swimming, swimming. All right, here we go, Chugs. Get this ready for me. He's getting the bong ready for me. Should I take the headset off while I do this? Okay, here we go. Step back. Okay, here we go, folks.
Willie Fins with the Merbonga. Let's freaking go. There we go. Right down the hatch. A little easier than the boot for Willie Fins.
Let's freaking go.
A little better for you?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was much better than the boot. That was much better than the boot. That was much better than the boot. Oh, you love to see it. You love that. Oh, why not us with another one? Why not us with another one? Why not us with another one? This looks like an ocean creature of some. This looks like oceany. It's a mermaid? Okay, well, it makes sense that we're having it on Dolphins Live then. Makes sense.
I said I wasn't going to do it.
Uh-oh.
Aiden said he misses the boot. We're halfway there. If we get to $500, I'll go ahead and do a boot here on Dolphins Live.
You heard it. $500. And Chugs.
We're at 223 right now.
And his nickname is Chugs for a reason. And shout out to you, Why Not Us. You know what that means. $10 super chat. Willie Fins, shout out to Why Not Us.
We're at 223 right now. If we get to 500, I'll go ahead and do the beer boot.
You heard him. $500. We're halfway there.
Whoa!
Oh! Living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Whoa! Living on a prayer. Why not us saying, Waddle 2 touchdowns, 150 yards this week. I would love to see it. I think either Waddle or Tyreek going for over 150 this week. That's my prediction. Why not us? You love to see it. Here's our super chat menu. Every $5 beer cheers, every $10, I'll put this hat on and give you Willie Fins. Every 300 light shots. We're at 216. We're almost there. Every $100, we will do the Waddle song. Every $200 a beer bong. If you super chat and you have a question for me about the game, this would be a great time to get that question in super chat. If we didn't get to you on the Q&A,
we're 270 away from a DOS boot. That's 3 beers inside a glass boot that I'm going to try to take down.
I like this mermaid boot. I like it. Look, guys, it's big. Like, I just downed a lot of alcohol, and I got that down a lot easier than I did. The boot was... Okay, can I explain? Can I defend myself with the boot for a second?
Yeah.
Because Ivan, while I'm mid-shug, sent in another $200 super chat, and I was so excited and I was so appreciative for Ivan that I just couldn't finish. I was so excited. Ivan is the man. Bill Lyon is the man. We got Bill Lyon saying, why can't Waddle and Hill both have 150 yards? I would love to see it. All right, shot clock's going back on. Shout out to Vigo, Brian Kelly, why not us? They've been the MVPs of the day. 2-minute shot clock. Are we going to keep it rolling here, Jeremy Chugs? Are we going to keep it rolling?
I said I'm really not trying to drink, but then the chat, they got me, Aiden saying he misses the boot. I'm a sucker for a boot.
So, are you excited about the fishbowl? I'm excited about the fishbowl.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even told them about the fishbowl.
Well, so I didn't realize that like a lot of other shows were doing it as well. And was that my idea? Whose idea was that? Was that yours?
Yeah.
Nice. I couldn't remember whose idea it was. Because I remember telling you, like, we need to have something, like, dolphin-themed. Like, a boot is, not really dolphin-themed. But, no, that's going to be a lot of fun. 1:10 on the shot clock. 1:10 on the shot clock.
1
Zybok
minute.
is saying, Ivan need to come in clutch. Eyes emoji. Ivan, we love you, man. You were the MVP last week.
We don't expect it from anybody, but honestly, Ivan, what you did last week was insane.
Ivan, people were talking about it all week. Jorge Martinez is keeping us rolling here on Dolphins Today. $227 in super chats. Jorge saying, how about Tanner Connor's a Gesicki replacement? Man, I love Tanner Connor. But right now, he's not proven enough for me to feel confident in him taking Gesicki's place. Maybe a long-term Gesicki replacement, maybe not short-term, but Connor has been limited in practice this week. He did not play last week. He didn't play in the last 2 preseason games. A little bit shocking he didn't make the team because of that. But I want to see him on Sunday. I hope he plays. Jorge, I'm a big Tanner Connor friend. Big fan of you as well. Thanks for the super chat. We appreciate it, man. Shot clock is reset. Going to be at 90 seconds this time. Jorge, appreciate you keeping the party rolling. Big game coming up on Sunday. Dolphins, Ravens, 2 1-0 teams. The Dolphins win this, they will shut up all the haters. People will start believing in this football team. Let me know who you got down in the comments section as we take another look here at our super chat menu. Every $5, beer cheers, $10. I will put this hat on and give y'all a Willie Fins every 300 likes. We're doing some shots. Every $100, we will do a Waddle song. Every 200, beer bong. Go down the comment section. Let me know what you got. And while you're down there, if you want to send in a super chat to keep this party rolling, we're at 40 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh yeah, and if you like this, come back because our watch party is about to be insane.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. This is going to be the watch party of all watch parties. On Sunday, we're going live. Uh-oh. Tommy C has entered the chat. Tommy C has entered the chat. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for us to keep this party rolling. Tommy C is crazy, man. Tommy C is saying, oh no. Tommy C, 5 seconds on the shot clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there's producer Coop.
What's up, boys?
All right, we're gonna give it another minute. We're gonna give it another minute to see if anyone sent it in at the buzzer. Here is our super chat menu. How many super chats do they have over there? I want to know how many they have because I can't end the stream.
We cannot be losing to Chase Senior. That's all I gotta say.
We're at 227 here.
227. Yeah. Every $5, beer cheers. Every $10, I'll give you Willie Fins with the hat. Coop, come on. Coop, get over here and put the hat on. Put the hat on, Coop. This is producer Jeff Cooperstein. He's putting the Dolphins hat.
You guys have some work to do, boys.
Well, how many do they have?
We're down 150.
We're down 150, apparently, in
To
super
the
chats.
Eagles. Oh my God.
We're down 150.
And
to
you
the
know
Eagles.
Chase is gonna rub our face in it.
Hey, Willie Finn!
Let's go!
Oh, you love to
Let's
see it.
go!
That fits you well,
Let's
Coop.
go!
That fits you well. I like that on you. Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm going to reset the shot clock at 30 seconds, but we're currently $150 down.
God, I just hate losing to Chase. I can't.
We're $150 down to the Eagles. That's tough. Well, we did dismantle them though during the game.
Oh yeah, I mean that was
We got 1,200. They got like 500.
that was a whooping on and off the field.
40 seconds on the shot clock. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Who's going to send it in? Tommy C. Is it going to be Aldo? Is it going to be Joe Perez? Paul Glover? Who is it going to be? We got Bruno going with Miami on Sunday. Aldo's going with the Fins. Justin going with the Fins.
Here's Will's
Cameron Reed.
keys to victory on Sunday.
Look, they got to protect Tua. I'm very nervous about the offensive line. They got to protect Tua. They got to get the run game going. Contain Lamar Jackson. I think Tua's got to outplay Lamar for the Dolphins to win this game, quite frankly. And you have to win the turnover battle.
Hey!
Tommy C! Tommy C is unbelievable! Tommy C is unreal! Tommy C never disappoints. Shout out to Tommy C.
Let's freaking go. Hey, we got to beat Chase, and I'm gonna go rub it in his face, and then I'm gonna do a beer
Put up
boot.
our list 5 of MVPs from last Sunday. I'm pretty sure Tommy C was on that list. Shout out to Tommy C. Shout out to Tommy C. I can't believe Tommy C wasn't on the list. I think Tommy fell just short. Tommy, you're a real one. This is our Week 1 Super Chat MVPs. Come back on Sunday to see who gets Week 2 Super Chat MVPs. Tommy, you've been an MVP of this chat. You think we're going to wreck the Ravens? Hell yeah. Yes, sir. I do. I do. Tommy C saying, you know it, bro. Zybok is saying, Tommy donated a lot 2 weeks ago. I think that's right. Tommy C, you're a real one, bro. I think we're going to beat the Ravens. Because you sent in the Super Chat, I'm even more confident now. You send off good vibes, Tommy C. Tommy C's all about good vibes. All right, shot clock is reset. Thanks to Tommy C. We are $53 more away from a Waddle song. Oh, Tommy C was at the game on Sunday.
Oh.
That's why I wasn't at the stream. Tommy, I was like, what? Where's Tommy? And they
Aiden
said that
says,
was the
don't
game.
forget about Vigo.
Vigo.
Hey, hey.
Vigo.
Hey, hey.
Vigo.
Hey, yeah.
Vigo.
What? Hey.
Vigo.
Hey.
How can I chime in at the game? Tommy C, come back on Sunday. We'll see you then. You can super chat to get on the show. We're looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. We're going to be right back here, same place, same time. Shot clock is reset for Tommy C.
Or, I don't know if you're saying you're going to be at the game, but if you're going to be at the game and you want to call in, follow Will on Instagram
so
at
everyone
Willie
go follow me on
Fins.
Instagram. I'm going to give a shout out to the next 10 people that follow me.
Tommy C, follow Will on Instagram at Willie Fins. Then you can send him a video, and we'll be able to put it on the screen for us.
Go and follow me on IG
Tommy
at
C,
Willie Fins.
Tommy C's a real one.
It's the best way to communicate with me outside of Twitter. At Willie Fins. Go follow me on the IG. At Willie Fins. Give him some shout outs to some peeps who follow me. At Willie Fins.
Just
15 seconds on the shot clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds. Count them down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see if any sent in at the buzzer. Wait another 30 seconds.
The fax machine here at the Chat Sports office.
Shout out to Louise. Just follow me on IG. Go follow me on IG for a shout out. Just hopped on the IG a few days ago. Trying to get the followers up a little bit. All right, guys. Should we give another 20 seconds?
I think we're gonna have to head out.
Man, we appreciate all you guys, man. We appreciate all you watching. Again, come back on Sunday. And I promise you, it is going to be the best Dolphins live stream in the history of Dolphins live stream. Aiden has reset the shot clock.
Hey!
And Chris Kirby! Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Shot clock resets. Shot clock resets. Shot clock resets.
Aiden, never feel bad about super chatting or anything. And
Never
honestly,
feel bad. Never feel bad.
we get hyped for people sending in money, but if you just watch the show, if you like the show, if you comment,
Yep.
and if you subscribe and you share the show, that is so much appreciated by us. You don't have to send in money. We greatly appreciate if you do, but any and all, like anything you do for the show, we really appreciate, Aiden. So never feel bad.
For sure.
Never feel bad.
Aiden, we appreciate you watching. That's a great way to support the show. Subscribing is a great way to support the show, especially sharing the show to other people. A great way to support the show. Chris Kirby as well saying, send an emoji. We appreciate
Read
Chris
it. You got to
Kirby.
read it.
Sheba Talk saying, hey you, greeting joyfully. I greet you joyfully as well. A tip with a cap to you, my friend. Chris Kirby, cheers to you. Shot clock is reset. Shot clock is reset. 60 seconds. Chugs, do you think the Dolphins are going to win on Sunday?
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Dolphins can pull it out as long as the defense steps up. The Ravens lost a key defensive player in Fuller, one of their cornerbacks, last week. He's out for the season. They also have, as we talked about in your preview, multiple guys injured with Ronnie Stanley, a bunch of guys that are coming back from injury. I think if the Dolphins can win the turnover battle, and then you don't even have to stop Lamar Jackson completely in his tracks. If you contain him, if you don't let him run for 75-plus yards, then I think Miami can pull it out for sure.
Eddie Hudson!
Hey!
You love to see it. You love to see it. Shot clock is reset.
We are slowly climbing up behind our Eagles channel. They are, I think, 130 away from us.
130 away.
I am 240 away from doing a boot. We are 40 away from doing a Waddle song and 140 away from another Will beer bong.
Hey, 40 away. 40 away.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Eddie says he's keeping the party going.
140 away, right?
Yeah.
140 away. Eddie Hutchins, you
a
kept
Dolphins
the party going,
never hurt nobody.
Wait, what's the
I
rest,
thought you were
what's the
singing
next
it.
lyric? I thought you were singing.
A Dolphins party never hurt nobody. That's just the way Miami rocks. Hey. A Dolphins party never hurt nobody. That's just the way Miami rocks. Hey.
All right, guys. We got 10 seconds on the shot clock.
And John Reese asked, have we passed the Seahawks channel? I think we have.
Yes, we did. We're well in front of them now.
Oh, yeah.
Well in front.
That little smirk from Will says it all.
Cheers to you, John Ruiz. Cheers to you. Eddie Hunter, we appreciate keeping the party going. All right, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Let's count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... All right, we'll see if any got in at the buzzer here. Otherwise, we've got to head out. Again, come back Sunday because Sunday is going to get wild. Let's get wild. Let's get wild.
Let's
Turn
get
the music up. Beat the Ravens. Let's get wild. Hey, let's get wild. Hey, Brucer Coop. Turn the music up. Beat the Ravens. Beat Baltimore. Hey, subscribe. Join our live Dolphins watch parties. This Sunday, we're going live. 12:45 Eastern Time. You do not want to miss it. Go down, subscribe, turn on notifications. I want to see everybody there. In fact, the first 10 people that comment on the video, I will give a shout out on a future show. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys, we're headed out. Shout out producer Chugs. Shout out to Eddie Hudgens. I'm going to give a shout out to everyone who super chatted here. Chris Kirby, Eddie Hudgens, Adam Martinez, Tommy C., Jorge Martinez, Why Not Us, Brian Kelly, Vigo, Sergeant Klein, Aldo, Mateo, Vigo, Brian Kelly, Brian Randall, Gerald Stokes, Aldo again, Brian Kelly, Gerald Stokes again. Thanks to all of you. Come back Sunday. You don't want to miss it. We'll be live for Dolphins. Are we saying this to Loop or no?
No.
Is that what somebody else said, or
Yeah.
are they're coming in here to do more vids?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're doing more vids after this, just because they were telling me, like, hey, you can only stay live if you get super chats.
Right.
But then we have other videos that we got to
Gotcha.
produce.
All right, we're going to head out, guys. We appreciate all of you that super chatted. It was a lot of fun. Again, we'll be back Sunday. Join us 15 minutes before kickoff. This has been Will It Fins. We'll see you on Sunday against the Ravens. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a party.